College is all about building on what you know and learning new things. I really wanted to use my ePortfolio to help me get through my semesters of college and help me remember things that I've learned throughout the semesters because for me personally, I learn a lot of things in my classes and then once the semester is over with, I kind of like refresh my brain to learn all the new things of the next semester and I don't add on to those things, I just forget about it. So if I have everything in one spot, it would be easier for me to remember. So in order to doing this, I liked the way the ePortfolio was originally, and I liked the way the pages were set up and how everything was kind of organized and I had the stuff that I learned throughout the semester here in one spot, different like reading logs in one spot, and then kind of the process of a paper that I did throughout the semester. I thought that was really cool. And so I liked the way everything was set up, but I just wanted to add stuff from my other classes. And a way I thought I could do that was I could add another page and just kind of do the same thing and just start adding just different stuff from other classes. But then when I look back to reflect on it after the semester or in the future when I haven't taken those classes, it'll be really hard for me to remember what class is for what or what assignment. So if I break it up by classes and then by assignments, it would really help me out and help keep everything organized. So that's what I decided to do. And I also really liked the About Me page. And so I decided to also keep that and change it up a little bit. So if we go to my new one, this would be my ideal one for the entire semester. And this obviously isn't completely done. It just still has everything that I had from the English one, and then I added my other classes. So the first main thing I did was I just made a copy of the same ePortfolio and just kind of just made a copy of it and I the About Me, I changed the title instead of Welcome to My Portfolio since it's for my personal use. I just changed it to COD First Semester Portfolio because it's the semester I'm in, the college I go to, and then I also did the year I am, which I'm a sophomore, and I just did About Me. And instead of doing a thing about who I am as a person, would do who I am like this semester, maybe what my hopes are for the end of the semester, if I'm trying to get into another school. Like this semester, I was working really hard to hopefully get back into Purdue next semester. So, different things like that, I would just write it, and then at the end of the semester, I could reflect on how that went. And then the next big change that I did, well, I'm gonna go back to the homepage. The one other change I did was I just made like the background kind of pretty and changed the font. So this is something I can enjoy doing and I enjoy like playing around with colors and stuff. So I look a little bit more forward into doing it so it doesn't seem like a chore or like a project. And another main thing I did was so I had all the same files that I had created for the original portfolio for English. I'm gonna pull these all down so you can see all of them. But if you can see, I had the genre remix and then all of the original literacy narrative, the revised one, the compare and contrast, the reflection, the reading logs, and then everything that I learned throughout the semester. And so from there, I just added a sub thing, English. And on this page, I would hope to add the syllabus or on it or just what we're going to learn that semester or my thoughts about the class. Most likely the syllabus will be on the homepage of everything. And then I added the subgroups and I really liked how it kind of just shows like all of the work that I've done the entire semester would be here. And instead of having it just labeled what the assignment was, I would make the folder what I've done this semester and then I would include everything underneath it, similar to what I did for the English folder. And then I did the same thing for all the other classes. I didn't add everything in it, but I made folders for it. So for my ASL classes, I could add any videos or any assignments or papers that we had to do for that class. Same with my education professions class. in my math class. And this would be very helpful for my education classes because in a lot of my education classes, we learned techniques and different things that they're doing throughout education. So, such as last year, my first semester, I took a physics class, and we are given a lot of ideas and different science experiments to teach in our classrooms. And it would be nice to have it all in one spot, and I could just go straight under physics and then create a little folder for ideas and labs to do for my students so I can have that all in one spot. So when I become a teacher, I can remember those things and I don't have to base it on my memory or be like, oh, I wish I remembered that. It would be nice to have everything here in one spot. And then at the end of the semester, I would use this last page instead of making of what I did. I would still do a video because I like how I have video aspects in here because it makes it a little bit more entertaining and pleasing to the eye. So I would add a video kind of just reflecting over everything we learned this semester, what I think is the most important, what I would want to use in my teaching, so that way I can kind of just watch the last video and kind of have everything that I learned throughout the semester and all the important information. And one of the very last changes and things I would do is I would have this for every single semester. So this would just be this semester, and then I would make a whole nother one for the next semester, and so on and so forth. And I feel like then at the end I can just have everything together and just help everything become more organized and just be used as a reflection of my overall knowledge of a student. And I cannot wait to actually utilize this. Hopefully next semester at Purdue I can utilize this with a lot of my classes that actually help me build up towards my major. And then I can reflect on everything and see at the end when I get my degree how I became as a teacher and as a student.